Getting a good modern rap vocal sound doesn't have to be hard. I'll show you how we got this one.
Maybe like it was Maybelline, but the makeup running 100 miles and I still be coming. I still be sunning on the war like it's Sun Tzu. Microphone check, 1, 2. Do I sound good? Who is you? I solve problems like a Rubik's Cube, like whoa.
For this vocalist, we checked a few mics and ended up using the SCT 700. Let's have a look at the processing. Starting out with a gate.
80s, baby.
Gates just do a thing. You could also just cut it by hand, but for this kind of vocal I like to have a gate on. It's just a cool sound. Next up, some de-essing. Doing what it does, de-essing. Afterwards some auto-tune, which, well, as you can see, it is set to the right key, but it doesn't really tune in a conventional way. The retune speed is super slow. Also, it just does something to the sound that I like, so I like to keep it on there. Next up, some EQ, just a low cut, and some more high-end harshness, sibilance control there. Afterwards, compression, LA2A here, which doesn't do too much. We're gonna get to that later. I prefer to do the big compression stuff in parallel. So this just controls the signal a bit. Afterwards, some soothe. Yet again, another de-esser, post-compression.
That's what I do in the studio.
Next up, a pull tag, which, as you can see, it doesn't do anything right now. I just like to keep it on there. Once you start to put the signal in the track, and maybe you'll find that the vocal is just clashing and taking away from the bass. You can just attenuate it a bit with low end, or if it fights with the hi-hats, then you can attenuate the hi-hat a bit, the high end a bit. And yeah, I just like to keep it on there in case I need it. Afterwards, just some more EQ for overall tone shaping here. So for this style, I like to have a bit of scooping going on here, like for this hi-fi type sound, boosting the low end a bit, cutting out the low mids, just boosting a bit here because all like this speech relevant frequencies are happening here. So boosting that is a good thing to get to understand everything. Afterwards, we have another stage of, you could call it de-essing. It's as you can see, it's a proceed, it's a compressor, but it doesn't compress in a conventional way. It's just being fed a sidechain signal from this channel, which is just the same vocal. But I cut out just the band where all the harshness is happening, and this acts like a trigger for this compressor. So the thing that happens then is whenever some really harsh sound hits this compressor, it just turns down the signal a bit. Because if you start to de-ess too heavily, it kind of just weirdly messes with your signal, and I don't like that. So just turning it down whenever there's something harsh happening solves that for me. Okay, let's have a look at the sends. For reverb, we have 3 reverb sends, 1 short room, sounding like this, 1 plate, a bit longer, and 1 long haul, sounding like that. We have 2 delays, 1 close delay, acting like as a spreader. You can see it's really cut just to the mid band and really short and just happening on the side channels. And a longer ping pong delay, which is being fed in another plate, so it's just a bit more in the back. Okay, now the fun part. Imaging. Just ozone imager, just spreading out the vocal, and with the BX Digital I just turn off the mono signal, so we only have the sides, and you mix that with the main vocal, you can turn it off.
Am I sweating? No. So comfortable.
Still a great sound. This just makes it wide and like that. The vocal is just all over the place. I love that. Okay, next up, 2 more stages of parallel compression. 1 regular, like getting fed the full signal. Doing this Andrew Sheps-like thing where you boost like the upper mids. Then you compress the signal really heavily. And then you turn that down again and all the rest up again. So you have like a really compressed, really well understandable vocal. And another parallel compression, which is just giving me like this super high-end air thing, where you just cut out everything else, hit an OTT, to just like have it constantly be there all the time. A bit more de-essing with Soothe so it doesn't cut your head off, and you mix that in.
Flow lazy, but I rap like double time.
You can hear once I turn it off.
You don't even get it. This is a freestyle new song.
Still a great sound.
Can you hear that?
But this
yeah, it sound real good.
Just brings it up to the front.
Came for the places,
I love that.
Good. It's the
yeah, and last thing is there's a Pro L on the mix bus, which doesn't really do anything. It just gives us a bit more level. So yeah, that is the processing for this rap vocal. I hope you like it and find it informative. See you next time.